Schools must allow parents to shop around for uniforms, UK Competition and Markets Authority says. Often schools insist on parents purchasing uniform from a particular supplier, despite much cheaper, and often identical, alternatives being available in supermarkets.
This post received a score of 1866, with an upvote ratio of 97%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
When I was in school, you can either buy uniform directly from the school or buy from any vendor you like. If you did buy, the teacher will tell you color is not correct, that's not the correct trousers, clothes, etc., and make you stand outside the classroom. Because of that, we had to buy our uniforms clothes from school.
My school banned all coats and waterproofs that weren't sold by them. You got detention if you showed up or were caught wearing anything else. Lead to a lot of confrontations, pissed parents and teens showing up soaked through either because they couldn't afford the extortionate cost or felt it was wrong.
I had something similar when I was at school. I would always wear a hooded jumper beneath my blazer in the colder weather. Got to the point where it must have been pissing of my principal a lot, as one day she brings me in, confiscates my jumper and tries to tell me I must only wear the school one. I refused and she handed me a school transfer paper. She was such a bitch.
In East London most schools use the same single shop called Khalsa. The staff are rude, the prices are high and the queues are sometimes hours long. I think it is verging on criminal that this is allowed to happen.
In Korea and Japan, school uniforms, especially for private school, can cost hundreds, up to 1,000. Insanity. It's a money grab.
At least in Korea, some municipalities are starting to hand out free uniforms to all students.
Yeah, North Korea has always been a step ahead when it comes to uniform equality.
It always felt like a bit of a scam being told you could only go through one company. Where I was in school they also implemented a sports uniform, but at least they were reasonable enough to not care as long as you brought something to wear.
If they're identical, why wouldn't the parents just buy the cheaper alternative anyway? I doubt the school are going to check the labels on everyone's clothes.
Embroidered logos or very school-specific detailing means the standard retailers won't stock it.
So, they are not identical?
You're almost at the point. They shouldn't have to be identical down to the fine details. The point is uniforms are fucking stupid and should just be culled as a concept. God, I'm glad I didn't go to a school with uniforms.
I much preferred wearing uniform.
Casual corruption in education system.
I don't even get the concept of uniforms or a dress code. We used to just wear whatever we wanted.
Uniforms are a fairly good concept, as it strengthens the feel of being part of an community, as well as it prevents the bullying of students from poor families by those of more wealthy ones. At least in the schools I know in Germany, the bullying got way less after implementation of uniforms and common school material. No more "you cannot even afford the new Nikes, your mom buys second-hand only," or "your Pelican pen sucks ass, Lamy is the shit." Teenagers are quite abusive when it comes to someone looks poor, so you can mitigate it by some degree, and the poorer students avoid a bunch of harassment, which improves their life quite a bunch.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.